Another vlog, another renovation. If you're wondering, hey, where have you been in this home renovation series? And as you know, with home renovations, it never comes fast. But Instagram might tell you otherwise because you just see the final result. But yeah, we bought the, I'm fully gonna admit we bought the tile to do the laundry room renovation back in September, October. So it's a little bit far out now if we ever wanted to do a return or exchange. So I guess we're pretty committed. And that's what this weekend is going to be dedicated towards. We are now in February, what is it? February 10th, February 9th, Friday, February 9th. And I'm happy to report that we are finally going to make some headway on the laundry room renovation. First, what we've done is we have already done our laundry. You may ask, why is that relevant to this renovation? Well, because we're probably going to be out of a laundry machine for 3 days or something like that, because it still needs time to cure and set when it is the tile when it's installed. So we did laundry. Big wins. We're doing big things. So that has already been accomplished, which is nice. This weekend has pretty much been carved out to do just this tiling stuff. Although I do not think it's going to take us that long to actually do. Once the prep work is done, actually laying down the tile goes really fast, and not because it's easier or anything, but it's because it has to move fast because the thin set will dry out. So yeah, so this week we've just been collecting all the little tools, the little egg beater thing to stir up all the thin set. We have that. So this week it's just been trickling in. It's just a matter of actually doing it. And so just want to get y'all caught up. Okay, I have not just ditched the home renovation efforts. It's because we haven't done anything. So there's still a lot, let's, come on. Okay, so there's a few things that we've taken away and a few things that we've added, being what we're gonna tackle this weekend. This we're probably also gonna tackle because do a double whammy, if you're gonna do one thing, might as well do the other, which is this beast. This thing has been starting to raise. I mean, it's been doing this, not raise. It's been like kind of unadhering, and it's done this since we moved in. I think another reason why we haven't done this is because we thought that we needed like multiple people to like lift this granite top up. But in reality, I think we're just gonna put some like shims over here and just kind of line it along this island, and then we're just gonna stick the caulking gun in here. Not caulking, it's a glue gun. We're using liquid nails. In a perfect world, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but in a perfect world, I would have liked this to not be here. This bar area, although like in theory it's really nice to like eat at the bar or whatever, I feel like it really limits the island by a lot. I wish they almost just extended this bar top down level with the rest of the island, because here is where I do most of my cutting and prep work for cooking, and really there's not a lot of room to work. I mean, maybe on camera it looks really big, but I just wish that there was like more space out here that like I can push all these things back when I'm cutting things here. Like with the cutting board, you can kind of already, I forgot I did that this morning. Wow. I should probably get to that. Okay, anyways, back to this. Yeah, with the cutting board here, it's really not that much space. And then like with a couple bowls here too, when I put the cut stuff in there, it's really not a lot of space. So anyways, why am I talking about this? Because I just wish that this was level to the island, but we can't always have it our way. This is our new workbench. It's the granite version. We opted for granite over wood because it's just way more robust and strong. Another thing I would really like to get to, this quarter round has been missing since we moved in, which, like, I mean, it makes sense because this area has so much foot traffic. People are constantly walking around here. So recently, this quarter round, under the, what is this called? This is called the foot kick. I know that there's a word for this. Anyways, this quarter round recently fell off. So rather than, you know, putting it back, I'm almost thinking we should use that piece and put it over here just because this is more exposed. Another thing is anyone entertained or are you stressed? Another thing we need to do is caulk the front door frame. Basically, this top door frame, the caulking is just either like they did a bad job caulking it or it's just non-existent. We need to reinforce it. And y'all saw in previous vlogs, the ant astrophy here, it was just like so many ants, and we were like, where the heck are these ants coming from? And it's because we had a plant that used to be right here, and the ants would be looking for water. A lot of the ants will actually just sit in the plant pots because there's water there and it's moistured there. And then if they're looking for more water, if those outdoor plants dry out, they'll actually climb through the wall or something, and then they'll come out through this top like gap of where the caulking should be. So it's a matter of just sealing it. That is so gross. Can you guys see how many flies are stuck onto the door? Okay, while I'm up there, note to self, I need to also wipe that down. Hey, this is real, you know, this is me. Ew. PSA, clean behind your washer or dryer. Ewy. I feel like my mom would be proud of me doing this. Cleaning something that you don't see. Mom, shout out to you. But when you hire contractors, you can't really count on them to do that thorough of a job that they're gonna clean the nooks and crannies of your house. After all, they're not hired to be the cleaning ladies. That's kind of nice doing your own renovation. You're given the assurance that you did a very quality and thorough job. We meet again. I haven't done this in a minute, so let's see if I remember how to remove molding. Much better. The thing that you learn quick with doing home renovations, and this applies to like other things outside of home renovations, is like it takes like 2 minutes to make such a big inconvenience in your mind to just like complete it or solve it, absolve it, finish it, get it out of your mind. Like for example, doing that caulking on the door frame, the front door frame, has just been taking up space in my mind. And what's even worse is like I just watch the ants trickle into our house make their stay very welcomed in our house. And it's kind of like, you know, the very simple solution and you know how easy it'll be, but yet you don't do it. It's the same thing with like your workspace. Like if your workspace is super dirty, then your mind is very cluttered, you're very distracted, you can't focus because you're just in clutter, in mess. And so if you just take like max 5 minutes to clean the space, then you can work more efficiently. It's like the same analogy. Like that door frame thing literally took me 10 minutes maybe, and I didn't even use a proper ladder. I literally just took one of our kitchen dining tables and used it as a ladder, and the caulking gun was in the garage. Like all I'm trying to say is like these things were within steps. Like I had all these things accessible, and now like the second I finished it, it just gave me like such a big sigh of relief. I mean, it's gonna be a bigger problem if we still see ants in our house coming through the door. That might be a different problem that we need to assess, but already giving that gap closure was just such a sense of peace of mind in my mind. It gave me closure. So anyways, yeah, if you're watching this, you need to get something done that you've been putting off for a really long time. Get her done. You'll be surprised by just like how much more mental capacity you might have because you're just not irritated. That's the thing too, like with these like micro tasks that you have just like floating in your mind, I feel like it can make you very irritable to think like, oh, I need to do X, Y, and Z, or you can make excuses for yourself. It's very easy to be like, well, because X, Y, and Z is not done, I can't do this, and that just means I'm not gonna start it. Honestly, like, stop making excuses for yourself, just do it. Starting is the hardest part. That's my favorite quote. I live by that quote. Starting is the hardest part. So just start. Just get your tools. If you're working on a mini project, just first buy the tools, and then, you know, the longer you see the tools just kind of like laying there, not doing anything, not being in use, the guiltier you'll feel, and then you're gonna finally want to do it. So just food for thought. Do it.
We're getting this stuff. This is the trim or the what's it called? The transition piece. This is the transition piece between the hardwood floor and the tile. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay, bye. And we're back. I found it. That looks kind of similar, right?
And it just disappears. I think he's having too much fun doing this. Wow! What the?
Okay. I wonder if we can even see it on the video. Okay, cleaned it up a bit. Now it looks better. And this brought the transition strip. It's really long, so I gotta cut it. This one brought this saw. I think that'll fit. Alright, let's see if this fits. Just go right here. It's a bit tight. Oh. Oh. Perfect. Need to put some caulk on it and then it's good. Cool. How's it look, guys? That's the transition. Now it's not so bad. Just don't look that carefully. Do this super low angle pan. Do it the other way. That's cool. That was so easy. Alright, finished with that room. Now the last thing to do would be the bathroom. This will be eventually. This is what the laundry room looked like before. Had this like vinyl stuff. I have just enough of this spacer to last me for this this transition piece.
State of the kitchen again, because what do you know, we're doing another upgrade. We have all of our beneath the kitchen stuff out here and installing a water faucet so we can drink out of the sink. Meanwhile, while David does that, I want to talk about my kitchen cloths. Look how cute these are. This is our hand towel one. I like how this one looks because it's contrasting checkered. So cute. We got these while we were abroad in Korea. This one's my favorite. Look how cute. Look at the cat sitting at the table. The salt and pepper shaker. Come on, so cute. The fish bones, too damn cute. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's cat heads down here too, and they're about to eat too. What? So cute. So cute. We're doing another experiment with, I don't know if we can say at this point, have these experiments been successful? All the pods that we've taken out of the housing environment have died, but we're learning with each time. So that's what's important. We learned that if you take it out, you are not even just taking it out here, but if you are also in the housing environment, you shouldn't be cutting off more than 2/3 of the plant at a time, because that just stuns it and then it just dies. So yeah, just word of caution. That's new. What else is new? Oh, we bought this also while we were abroad in Taiwan. There was this, we randomly stumbled upon a vendor, or not a vendor, of like a farmer's market type, but it was like more emphasis on plants, like indoor plants, outdoor plants, fruit trees. And we saw this vendor selling this like ceramic thing that he made by hand, where you can make like floral arrangements like this. This is looking a little wonky. This one's like fallen over because I think tulips are a little bit too thick for our opening, but you get the gist of how this is looking. Something else I've taken up recently is quilting. So here's a project, a work in progress project. I'm debating whether or not I want to do the cherries as the contrasting blocks, or just keep this like white, same white fabric that I used for these checkered areas. But I don't know, I think it feels kind of boring if it's just white as the contrasting blocks, the checkered. So I want to mix it up and do something like the cherry print. Undecided, but I have my pieces here that I've already made, and I just need to make them into actual squares. So all I would do is just sew along 2 of the seams here, making sure that these seams line up. So I'm gonna do that still. And also, I've yet to decide if what I want this to be. I could make it like a wall hanging artwork. I can make it a pillowcase. I can make it a blanket. Actually, I can't make it a blanket. I don't have enough fabric. This was all scrap fabric from the class, so I had kind of limited options, but it's actually super cute print, so I'm not complaining at all. The only issue is that I don't have a lot of fabric because it was just scrap. So that kind of limits me with what I can design with this. I have to show off the Smeeskies. Look at these Smeeskies. I was so excited to get this in Korea. So this cat thing is originally part of this guy, but I thought it was cute on the head of this sleeping guy. But you could put it on this guy too. Oh, cat down. Where'd it go? Oh. You can put it here too. Would be very equally cute. Adorable. The joke is that I'm always like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And David's just like, I want to sleep. Looking at this makes me so happy every day. I love it. I guess I can also talk about what were our new home projects. This list is like the never-ending list. It just keeps on giving. This is what we're doing right now, installing the water dispenser. And the fixed drawer slide in kitchen, which is this. Seems to be an easy fix. Like when we open this drawer, the bottom one comes out too. So.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Enjoy it.
So yeah, those are the next things that are on the home to-do list. Oh, that's something else that's new. We finally got around to buying wood for the king-size bed frame we want to make. So that was exciting. We went to the lumber yard last week, dropped $700 on this walnut wood. So that's exciting. We're going to be working on the mattress or the bed frame. We just don't know when. Probably sometime in April or May, I don't know. Here are some of the leftover tile, or not leftover, these were like the broken tiles that we couldn't salvage. I kind of want to make like a mosaic with it. We try to do the thing where every time we do a home project, or just like a project in general, we like to use like whatever was scrap or leftover and make a Christmas ornament using it. So we've done stuff with wood, we've done stuff with stained glass. So this is something that we might work on, potentially. I don't know. Kind of seems like a lot of work to like make a whole thing of grout just to do a Christmas ornament, but I don't know, a girl can dream, right? Oh, another project we're probably gonna do is make this was just like a quick thing we did, which we knew we were gonna change it, but this beam of wood, we wanna make longer so we can fit way more. Like right now we're really capped out. Like this is pretty much the extent of what we can hold on it, and we want to make it extended, so a lot of the stuff that's like here doesn't need to be here and it can be put up there. This has been our makeshift workbench for like what, 3 years now. It's about time we get a workbench, but that's okay. There's other things that are taking priority, like getting the house livable and in order. So yeah, okay, let's see where David's at again. Check in with David. Wow.
The air bubbles are going through right there.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You want to see the water?
Was wood from my parents' old pergola. They recently got their pergola redone, so all this wood over here, it used to be this high. We've actually gone through a decent amount of it. This was made using old pergola wood, and then all this stuff is like old IKEA furniture that we just deconstructed. This was some shelf from a Target TV console that David had. The bottom is an old IKEA desk top. Same with this back. Okay, we're gonna be the first to admit, I know, it is not the prettiest, but considering all of this was free, you can't really complain. And also, the idea with this table was that it was gonna be David's first workbench, just to like have something that he can use, to have like table saw offcuts come on too, and just for us to like do general work. But this is just like the first go at it. When we eventually move maybe into our future home, David's gonna actually buy wood and like have a proper plan that he's gonna be following. But for now, he put this together in a few hours. I think it's pretty good. He bought these nice casters that could hold up to 900 pounds worth. So we can always, you know, if we don't want to actually end up taking this with us to wherever we move to, we can always just take off the casters. We can actually take off the screws too, and then just dispose of the wood. This wood is probably like, I want to say 40 years old. Still going strong though. It's just funny, but now we have a place to put all of our tools and whatnot. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. And I'm just very happy that we got to use a lot of the pergola wood. Like the shelf, these shelves over here are all pergola wood as well. Yeah, but we are quite scrappy. This is tongue and groove from hardwood or something. I didn't even know he was using that. But that's how he connected the railing. That's really funny. Yeah. But we keep all of our like MDF from like deconstructed IKEA tables, because you never know when you can just like quickly use one of these pieces as like scrap or a divider, especially if you don't want to use like real wood, because wood can get really expensive and people are constantly throwing away these MDF tables and desks, like these IKEA furniture things. So you can pretty much guarantee you'll have endless MDF for free. So that's the point of the story. Delicious.
Okay, bye.